Good evening, my darling batlings. I hope everyone's had a wonderful couple of days while I've been gone, being stuck, sort of, because, needed to take my car in for one, thing, and then it turned out to have a whole laundry list of things wrong with it, partly due to, some accidents that I've had in the past, and partly due to probably the people that stole my hubcaps.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, someone stole your hubcaps?
Only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Only 2 of them. The other 2 are still there.
Well, thank God they didn't need all of them.
Yeah.
Because apparently these guys aren't the brightest stars in the sky.
Well, I know exactly why they stole them. Not too far away from me is a scrapyard that buys scrap metal.
Oh.
Good to see you here, Iron. My days have been going decently. Finished one game and actually 100% another. That's good to hear. Me and my mom started Dragon Ball Super with, the stuff that's actually new to Dragon Ball Super instead of just worse versions of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. And I'm enjoying it so far. I'm interested in seeing how this whole tournament between Universes 6 and 7 goes. Considering I've never watched Dragon Ball Super before. Anyways, tonight, we're doing Psychonauts Saturday on a Friday, because Furret is not going to be available on Saturday.
Right.
So...
neither will I, for that matter.
Psychonauts Saturday is on Friday, and Spidey Fridays is on Saturday.
Because fuck you, that's how it works today.
That's how it works this week, yes. Also, once again, if people can afford it and, want to help support JKR paying off the last bit of his debt, absolutely go for it. He is doing voice commissions for it in exchange, so you're not just giving away money for nothing. And he's very good at turnaround time. He will get it done quickly. I know from experience.
Yeah.
Anywho's
I pride myself on fast work and professionalism. That's how I pride myself.
Yep.
On you. I have connections. I do work with Team Rocket.
Alright, anywho's it. Let's switch on over to the game screen so we can finally start Psychonauts after a couple weeks off from it.
Wake me up inside.
Yes, that's why I changed the screensaver text too. It's been like that for months. Just, this is the first time anyone's noticed it.
I think for me it was like when you switched over to the game screen, you had already exited the screensaver. I don't know, maybe it's just my bad memory or...
No, I'm not saying you, I'm saying anyone.
I'm just saying for me to actually notice that's how it is for me. I don't know. My memory is very bad. Yeah, Raz had a pretty bad headache, it looked like. Double Fine!
It's hard, it pains me to say that Double Fine turns 25 years old this year.
Oh, jeez, it's, I think that... Correct me if I'm wrong, but does that mean it's,
Well, Psychonauts came out a couple years after, Double Fine was founded. Because it was in development hell for a while. So, Psychonauts came out 2004, I want to say. Double Fine was founded in 2000.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't that make Double Fine old enough to rent a car now?
Yes. Just like, as of last weekend, Hatsune Miku is old enough for all sorts of good and bad things.
Yep. I've seen some pretty risque stuff of her, and it's hilarious.
To be fair, I've seen risque stuff of her before she was quote-unquote legal.
Yes. Anyway, to get Furret caught up, here's what Boyd's going to be doing for the rest of the game.
Just stand there. Getting ready to hurl a Molotov.
Burn down the asylum.
I am the milkman. My employer has commissioned me to deliver this milk to whitewash what went on here. I make sure no evidence is left of anything except for milk. I cannot rest until I have made my final delivery. I cannot rest until I have made my final delivery.
That's all he'll say for now.
Yes.
Ah! Thank you for the resub. 30... Again?
Yeah, like I said, my subscription, Twitch is being stupid. Yeah, that's just how it is, Ari. Because if, as I said, the last time this popped up, I hadn't. My subscription was like 3 days away from being expired.
Hey, I'll take it. Also, we got that friendship bracelet from Lily. That was left on the shores of the asylum. If we use clairvoyance with it.
Lily. Well, I reviewed your chart, little girl, and the bad news is we're gonna have to remove your brain. Strap it into an armored battle tank and make it shoot down innocent civilians with its concentrated psychic death beam!
I'm gonna kill you so much.
The good news is that your insurance is going to cover the whole...
Oh, well, at least there's that.
Hey, is it getting warm in here?
No, I'm just trying to set you on fire through this stupid hat.
What a delightfully mean little brain you have. Just what we want. Here, do me a favor. Tell me if you think this smells like your doom.
I've been laughing at that somehow.
I can't smell anything.
Curses!
Doesn't have a nose.
You're a stubborn little...
No, it's
it's
because she has a
her-
cold.
Well, that
Yeah.
head cold will protect you forever, little girl. And when it's gone, you'll be sneezing a different tune. A tune in the key of brains.
That's a completely
delightfully-
optional cutscene you can easily miss.
He's delightfully mad, and I love it.
Yep, and he shares a voice actor with Dr. Fred.
Yep. Also, something I found out, by the way, speaking of Dr. Fred, and I know you guys can't hear the voices when we're playing Sam and Max, but Max is voiced by the same guy who voiced Fred.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Well, yes. We can now go into the asylum. Boyd's just gonna be there for a while.
Now the inmates are running the asylum.
Literally, yes.
So, did you not see a girl come through here?
Handsome, I'm not the stage director. I don't track the entrances and exits.
That's Gloria, by the way, the woman we met at the end of last stream.
Oh, you're back to take away everything I've worked for? Because you're jealous.
That's what happens if we try to take her trophy.
Let's not try to take the trophy.
Let's explore the asylum a bit before deciding whose mine we want to go into, because there's sort of a choose-your-own progression here.
No, wait! Don't listen to him! Retreat! Shut up, you fool! The battle is ours! Wellington is on the run! This is our moment of glory!
Shut up, you loon.
The battle can't be won! We're gonna lose it!
I'm afraid you lost it years ago, Fred. Now pipe down over there. I am the orderly, and I run a quiet, peaceful, insane asylum. Understood? Now see,
What the fuck?
you've disrupted Mr. Tagley's art therapy session.
Le jour de gloire est arrivé!
Whatever.
That means the day of glory has arrived.
Oh, jeez.
I took a little French.
Indeed,
I mean, I knew you took French.
So this is Fred Bonaparte,
Oh, Jesus.
and this is the orderly. I think his name's Crispin, and he's guarding the elevator that leads up to the upper levels of the asylum where Lily's being held.
Greetings, Dr. Loboto. Up to the secret laboratory, then, is it? One moment. You're not Dr. Loboto. My eyes may be half gone, but I would recognize the Mad Doctor anywhere. He's got that stone-cold face a man doesn't easily forget. He wears a beastly smock, covered in thick straps like an electric chair. And in the place where his hand should be, there's nothing but a gleaming metal claw. So if I'm not mistaken, you're not Dr. Loboto, you don't pay my salary, so kindly back away from my elevator and die. Thank you, sir.
I relate to him so much.
Yep.
Oh my god! Please back away from my elevator and die. Okay, sir, I am so sorry to have disturbed you. You go back to whatever it is you're doing.
Also, all the kids were at the camp were de-brained, and we get their brains back in the asylum.
How Chloe sneezed this one through that helmet, we'll never know.
And the reason you want to collect brains is when they're recranialized back at camp, it increases your max health. And, you know, you get a little cutscene with each one. Alright, so that brain, we have to make sure that the crows don't see us.
Also, I'm just curious. Ari noticed. I'm curious if JKR noticed.
What?
Do you notice anything new about my avatar?
Oh, the having RZ on the shirt.
See, the funny thing is, Ari didn't guess it was RZ right away.
Because I couldn't make out what it was.
The only reason I know that it's RZ is because you sent me the damn file earlier for it.
Oh yeah. Well, to be fair, I only sent it to you saying, hold this, no context.
Yeah, but when you said hold this without context, it made me actually look at the image.
But yes, I now have RZ on my shirt for all the viewers at home. So now RZX for it is canon.
Yes. Aside from all the other potential love interests that she has in RZ. Mainly that Maki girl at the bakery.
I'm surprised Milka's brain doesn't go invisible when I get close to it.
And that surprisingly hot ice princess that made her blush.
There we go.
Don't remind me that RZ is potentially Les.
Well, we don't know because we only know that she agreed to go on a date with Maki and that the ice princess made her blush. But we don't see her. Most of the male characters we see her interact with are older than her or are Dale.
Or Dale. Yeah, no, that tracks.
Alright, so we can delve into Gloria's mind, Fred's mind, or the man up in the tower, Edgar, his mind. We have to do all three to get the 3 parts of our Dr. Loboto costume.
You know, it just dawned on me that also kind of sums up Shantae.
What's that?
Most of the characters we see her interacting with are either female or bolo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chaps.
Look, you know what? Props to my boy Bolo for having the guts to be the only character in the entire fucking franchise that hits on every single one of the main girls and strikes out with each fucking one of them.
Yep.
Yep.
Even going as far as to hitting on Risky.
Better get Maloof's brain to Mikhail ASAP so we can protect it.
And, yes, the brains are one of the collectibles you need to get for 100% completion. Nothing wrong with that. If you ask me, you can like whoever you want, says Iron. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, no, 100%.
As long as they're not a horrible person that's going to do horrible things to you, or use you to do horrible things. Which is exactly what Risky would do. Look, we can fix her.
Exactly. We could fix Risky. There is potential for Risky to become friend.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I want to fix her. If anything, I want to join her.
All right, Furret, since
I
you're
thought you liked Sky.
Since you're the LucasArts adventure game veteran here,
yes.
Whose mind do we tackle first? Do we go after Gloria, Fred, or Edgar?
Why aren't you attacking?
Gloria, Fred, or Edgar?
Basically, do you want to go in the mind of bipolar theater star, man who thinks he's Napoleon Bonaparte, or painter with anger issues?
I kind of like the idea of the Napoleon Dynamite, or sorry, Bonaparte guy.
Wrong Napoleon.
Napoleon.
All right, well, Fred's World is also one of the more popular ones because it's very puzzle-focused instead of having a lot of combat.
Nice. Nice.
As you will see.
Tout de suite.
Excuse me, sir?
My name is Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh,
I'll
excuse me. Mr. Bonaparte.
Yeah.
I only think I'm Napoleon Bonaparte. Do not listen to the weakling. He denies his lineage.
Wait, LucasArts? Yeah, this is made by former
my
LucasArts
God!
devs.
Very strappy.
You want it? You can have it. Just help me undo these buckles in the back and I'll...
What are you doing? The uniform of this army is sacred. We shall wear it proudly until the battle is over. Help me. Hey,
So he's got a split personality.
Yes, and one of them is his ancestor, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, jeez.
you don't see me.
So he's actually like Two-Face at that point, where it's like he is well aware of his other personality, and he's just like, you know, the two are arguing back and forth.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Punk.
I have been hit.
Yeah, I thought you were a Sky person, JKR.
Sky and Risky are on top for me. Like the top two.
Risky absolutely
Yes,
would top.
But
Nah,
yeah,
Risky is very much a power bottom.
Now that's Megatron. He is a gun, after all. He has to have someone else pull his trigger.
Oh God.
I got that comment from Thew's comment section on the review he did of the G1 Megatron figure.
Yeah.
Saying he was
Honestly,
the ultimate power bottom. He barks out orders at his underlings, and yet he still needs someone else to manhandle him and pull his trigger.
I mean, that's why I
JKR,
What
you're getting a lot of feedback.
Well, it's not feedback, it's him bumping the mic.
Oh. Sorry, it sounded like your mic was getting like...
No, he was just bumping stuff.
I was adjusting the mic.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Alright. Now that's feedback.
Yeah, feeding the cord around. There we go. That better?
Can you mute yourself when you do that?
Sorry. But are we good?
Yes, we're good now.
Okay.
Who's winning?
Nobody's winning. Want to know who's losing? The Bonaparte family name.
Look, I forfeit, okay? You win. Napoleon Bonaparte wins again.
Is that the real Napoleon Bonaparte? I mean, the imaginary real Napoleon Bonaparte?
Yeah, I'm actually related to him. Can you believe it?
Shut up! Stop telling people that shameful fact. I don't even want to be here. But when this sad excuse for a Bonaparte lost a simple game of war to a feeble-minded invalid, I just could not take it anymore. I was forced to take control, and I will stay in control until I beat the love of victory into this degenerate swine who dares to call himself a Bonaparte.
No, really, great-great-great-grandpa Napoleon, I do love victory, like, a ton. I love it so much. You can go now, I swear.
Your move.
There we go. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure the mic was in the proper position.
Okay. So, same guy voices both Bonapartes.
Oh, lovely.
Good attention to detail.
And, in order to get Napoleon to go away, we have to help Fred win this game of war.
Who's winning now?
What do you think?
Who's winning now?
And how do we help him win the game of war from out here?
Oh.
Go into the board game.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that tracks.
Also, that's a seamless transition. I love it.
My lazy opponent is actually trying to win? He has sent in reinforcements. Well, then let the game truly begin. Send in my best soldier. You, destroy that bridge for France! For France! I hate your stupid bridge. This is how much I hate you. Ha ha! Suck on that bridge! Ah, yes. Now I shall torment this poor peasant over here. Ha ha!
Oh man, now look. The bridge is broken and I can't move my pieces past it anymore. I quit. Napoleon, you win.
No, we don't forfeit. We're gonna beat you, Mr. Genetic Memory of Napoleon Bonaparte.
Can we talk about how this uses the term genetic memory a good 3 years before Assassin's Creed made it popular?
Nice. Maybe they got the idea from...
Alright, so...
And just like that, poor furry was disappeared.
Word to the wise, give up while you can. Fred's gonna win. I can burn wood with my mind.
Well, that would be how you say, cheating!
We can try and burn him. It won't let us.
Oh, jeez.
Also, the name of this game is Waterloo World.
Oh, God.
I mean, it makes sense.
And among the medley of classical arrangements that make up this level's background theme, one of them is the 1812 Overture.
Hey, Miles.
Hey, Miles, how you doing?
Hello, Miles. It has been a moment.
So, in order to win, we have to get one of the soldiers into the castle.
Stronghold stormed, game 1.
Oh, you have to storm the stronghold with your knight, you stupid fool.
Oh.
See, they knew you would try to do that.
It does make sense, though, how both Napoleon and Fred are voiced by the same person, because the idea that he's actually, in his mind, he thinks he's battling between his regular personality and his ancestor Napoleon.
Yes.
Hello, I'm recruiting for the army of Fred Bonaparte, and...
Go away! Fred Bonaparte has forgotten the people, and we have forgotten him.
What? Fred loves the people. He was just telling me that some of his best friends are, the people.
He has abandoned us. He doesn't care if we live or die.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to Fred. I'll talk to him, and I'll prove to you that he cares about the common man, and that the fight is not meaningless.
I'll believe it when I hear it from him.
So, we have to solve problems for each of the townsfolk in order to get them to join. Also, these are our main enemies. Snail shells that fire cannonballs.
Oh, jeez.
So for this stage, we're mainly going to need telekinesis and pyrokinesis. So one of the few stages where levitation doesn't come in all that handy. Ad break got you, Miles. Well, then subscribe then subscribe to get rid of ads. It is September,
Miles.
after all.
Miles, you're not subscribed?
How dare you?
Go to your room and think about what you've done.
He probably is.
And while you're there, subscribe.
Can't afford to right now? You can subscribe for free with Twitch Prime, which you get by linking your Amazon Prime account to Twitch.
Which I know he has.
That felt like an ad.
It is an ad.
Mother is now charging rent?
Yes, his mother is now charging rent to live there.
Oh boy.
I'm not about to go into that whole spiel that that one Twitch girl did about how, like, you can't afford $5 and just shaming her chat for not all of them being subscribed to her. If you can't afford it, I'm not gonna shame you for it. I was mostly just joking.
I mean, I'll shame you for it, but then again, I'd be an asshole for that. Then again, I am an asshole, but I'm not for that one. Also, your mom was charging $1,000 to start with?
Hello in there. Any carpenters
rent.
home?
What? Jesus Christ, that's heavy rent.
I'm not a burglar. I'm a recruiter for Fred Bonaparte's army. We're a little light.
I know his mom. She's not exactly the nicest person to anyone.
Listen to your footsteps on my roof all night trying to break in. Why don't you just slide down the chimney? I got a nice fire going for you in here, Mr. Burglar.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Then how can I be down here talking to you and up on the roof at the same time?
Maybe you're a ventriloquist.
Listen. See what's up on your roof and take care of it.
That's not what a ventriloquist is.
Napoleon?
That's not how this works.
Good enough.
So we need a townsfolk to fight against that soldier, and we need the carpenter to fix the bridge.
Yep.
So in order to get the carpenter, we need to get rid of what's on top of his house to prove that we're not a burglar. This is another instance of why you cannot progress without a mental cobweb duster. So, if I can remember everything that we have to do here. Because the later parts of the game is where my mind starts drawing a blank on all the puzzle solutions.
I will do my absolute best to assist you in this situation.
I do this.
And no, what? That wasn't an excuse to post RZ. What are you talking about? Shame on you.
You don't need an excuse to post RZ. She's always welcome. Oh, and we also need a cook.
Hello?
I do this.
Sorry, I can't storm Napoleon's stronghold today. Too weak.
Nice, of course.
Okay. Want me to call a doctor?
No, I'm not sick.
Sorry, that's my knight.
Find any decent food around here. An army moves on its stomach, you know. An elite force such as I require an elite cuisine, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, I'll keep on the lookout for some place with good takeout.
Only the best, young lad. I am a Frenchman, and anything but the finest French delicacy might bruise my palate and leave me unable to storm anything, save the vomitorium.
Ew.
So we need to get snails for him so we can make escargot.
Ew. Also, I'll let you figure that one out.
I used to have to sell escargot at my old job, actually.
But snails aren't fish.
Yeah, tell that to my old boss. He was trying to, kind of merging onto the meat market as well. So we sold.
Ah, yes, the highly lucrative American market of escargot.
Yeah.
To be fair, where JKR lives, they are crazy enough to try anything and call it American.
Like, if it was Louisiana, maybe. They got a lot of French stuff down there. Chicago doesn't ring me as particularly French. It gives me more an Italian vibe.
See, I didn't really say the Chicago part because I didn't know if that was well-known knowledge.
He said it multiple times.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with saying that I'm from Chicago. It's, you know, it's part of my shtick.
Why else would he keep getting into arguments about Chicago-style pizza versus proper pizza?
I'll have you know that Chicago-style pizza is proper pizza.
Whatever you need to tell yourself to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why I didn't strangle you when I had the chance, Ari, I will never know.
Because I just make it awkward by saying harder, daddy.
Yeah, that's probably why.
And clip.
You do that, you're dead for it.
I actually don't know how to do that on the phone, so you're fine.
Well, watch. Coffee Pot, if he happens to tune into the VOD before it hits YouTube, he'll fucking clip that shit and try to use it against us.
Or against you, because you're the one who's bothered by it.
At this point, it's not all that big of a deal for me anymore. I'm just like, oh, God. I'm just more like, I roll my eyes at the whole thing and be like, yep, whatever. It's fake. It's all fake. It's an illusion. It's AI.
So we need invisibility to get past that guillotine. There's a couple sensors up here. Like I said, there's not much combat, but there's a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Did you mean to do that?
If I said damn it, then that indicates no.
I hear something mumbling in the game.
Yes, that's the person whose house I'm jumping on.
Oh. Are you having issues, Ari?
Yes, I am. Issues not with this, but with a lot of things in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, when is Ari not having issues? When are any of us not having issues?
I've been having issues for years. About 32 and a half of them.
Yeah.
I used to have issues with Game Informer.
I used to have issues with, I think the magazine was called Game Now, but they went defunct in, like, 2003.
I have issues with everyone. And everything.
Thankfully, my subscription to Game Now transferred over to their sister publication that was actually, you know, the bigger sister publication, EGM. I also used to have issues with PSM, and I didn't even sign up for that one. My dad got it for me, because he knew I had a PlayStation, he knew I liked reading gaming magazines. First issue he bought for me was their annual swimsuit issue. Where they have, like, their resident comic artist, whose name escapes me, but he's known for the comic Empowered, which is, like, borderline porn. Very fetishy. Draw different video game characters in bikinis and stuff. Anyway, memory vault time. Fred versus Crispin. There's Fred, working as the orderly at the asylum. There's Crispin as one of the inmates at the asylum.
Oh! I think I see where this is going.
He decides to try and cheer him up with a game of Waterloo-o. They play together. Crispin wins. That breaks Fred's mind. And that's how he got to where he is now.
And Crispin, who was the inmate, just gets promoted to orderly.
Well, the asylum's shut down. It's being... But, remember, Coach Oleander is currently running it as, like, his secret base of operations.
Oh, yeah.
And then Crispin breaks out and goes on to play Willard in a really shitty remake of Willard. That's a Crispin Glover reference.
Oh. I'm pretty sure Crispin has a last name because everyone has a last name. I just can't remember what it is. Because usually you would have to look on the official Psychonauts. I was going to say website, but it's more of like a proto-social media. It was like fake MySpace pages for all of the characters. Where it wasn't hosted on MySpace, but it was set up like a social media site where you could look at the bios for every camper.
MySpace, I never knew ye.
Neither did I. I wasn't allowed to have a MySpace.
Don't make me feel any older than I already do, kids.
Cleared off his roof. Let's see if he'll come out.
That was y'all's cue to make me feel older, but hey, y'all go on.
You're pretty tough for a ventriloquist.
Sorry, Ari, did you hear something?
Here I come.
I heard the carpenter coming out. Good for him.
Just show me where there's some wood to work with, and I'll go to town.
Right as he talks about working on some wood. Alright, so that's the carpenter. Now we need to get Fred to voice his support for the people so we can get the farmer to come out. And then we'll need to get some snails for the night. So there's like 3 levels of play to the Waterloo world. Like you've got down on the smallest level of the map, and then you've got here where you are bigger and can manipulate the pieces, and then you can exit the map to go back out to the room. That's where part of the puzzle solving comes in, is switching back and forth between the 3 different sizes and maps. So, let's move our carpenter piece.
Oh, now who went and broke my beautiful bridge? Don't worry, darling. We'll get you fixed up good as new in no time. Man, I am good.
All right, that's the bridge taken care of.
I know it's probably not the same actor, but he reminds me of the guy that voiced Fix-It Felix.
I'm not sure, because I don't know who voiced him, because I've never seen Wreck-It Ralph. I've only seen Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Interesting.
My family wanted to go see it after Thanksgiving dinner. So I went with them, because, you know, bonding moment with my sister.
Yeah, fair enough.
And with my cousin, because she was in town because it was Thanksgiving.
Right.
Who's winning now? Hey, Fred. The problem is people think you don't care.
What? I care. Then lead them to victory, Milky Toast. Shut up.
They think you don't care if they live or die.
What do they want from me? A notice on my official stationery that says I'd be sad if they died?
Yes.
Huh. Well, if that doesn't work...
Let me guess. You give up?
Bingo! Ha! Another game at which I would surely defeat you.
Hey, you take that little victory if you need it, tiny man.
I love how sassy Fred is, even when he's down in the dumps.
Yep.
So now, we've got the note. You have to give it to the farmer.
Hey, I have an important message from your fearless leader.
Oh my god. He does care. He does. I knew it. Fred Bonaparte is the greatest leader of all time. I can't wait to die for his cause.
Well, you might not. You might win.
Hey, he's a great leader, but he's still Fred.
I mean, true.
Very fair.
Okay. Hurl my innocent bones into the cruel machine of war. I'm ready.
I told you,
fucking stupid.
You could tell that this is former LucasArts adventure game devs.
Yep.
Take that!
Die! I kill you! Sacre bleu! I cannot believe it, Fred! You have accidentally done something right!
I have?
Yes, but I'm afraid it's still not enough. Manpower!
Oh, mon Dieu!
I hit bridges! Ah!
Justice for killing my...
Why does he hate bridges so much?
For killing his father.
Killing my bridges. You're making me mad.
He just said it was for killing his father.
But what the hell did a bridge kill his father for?
I don't know.
His father was
Might
there.
be some old family beef, or in this case, some old family snails.
God.
Alright, what does this peasant
Joke
want?
was bad, you should feel bad.
And
Hey, I have French
here we are.
ancestors.
Now that the guy is gone,
I get to make that
I'm
joke.
Fred Bonaparte's army, and Fred really cares.
What's the pay?
What?
Well, this work's hazardous. I want hazard pay.
Well, I could talk to Fred.
Not for me, you understand. That's to take care of my family once I'm killed.
What's all this talk of death? We're going to win.
Yeah, right. You just come back when you get Fred to pay up.
So he wants money.
I mean, I can get behind that.
To be fair, who doesn't?
Yeah. That's a scheme I can get behind.
But what if I told you that money was fake and that we all just decided that it had value?
You're not wrong, you're just an asshole.
I make a joke, but I'm not going to because I don't want to actually do something stupid that I'm going to regret. So, yeah, let's go with that.
Alright, this is where we collect the snails, so we can make escargot for the knight. Remember, it's the knight that needs to take the castle.
Yes.
Just have to gather 10 snails.
Those are snails, they look like rabbits.
They're snails. See their shells and their stalks?
Okay, now I see them. Just as they were jumping around, I assume
They
were
jump around
rabbits.
because they're board game pieces.
I get that now. It just occurred to me. I forgot, it's like we're on a board game piece.
I mean, have you ever tried to make escargot with rabbits? It's hard.
Why?
Mostly because
Why
rabbits
is
aren't
the-
snails.
But why is the game bored?
Because Napoleon Bonaparte keeps on winning. It gets boring when the same person keeps winning. That's why I don't watch the Super Bowl whenever the Patriots are playing.
So be it.
Or ever.
That's no
Or, yeah, I was gonna say, or ever.
I was just like, you watched the Super Bowl, Ari?
I watched it once.
We are
ready. We can no longer pull our heads into our shells and hide.
He watched it.
We are
She watched the
warriors, and this is our land too.
She watched it once.
But we always march upon the glitter.
And
these are some talkative snails.
We created ourselves from our hearts. Lead us onward and let us eat holes in the leaves of Napoleon.
Ari watched the Super Bowl once and will never again. Court order.
Yes. I watched it the second time that my home state's team, the Carolina Panthers, made it to the Super Bowl. And let me tell you, it was a boring-ass game. We're only, like, I think the winning team that year, the Broncos, I think it was a game of, like, 8-2. So, like, not many points were scored at all. And the Panthers lost by a landslide.
Oh, jeez.
Like, they lost by a landslide in a game where the winning score was only, like, 8.
This is one of the other things that this is another reason why I don't care for football, aside from, the link between brain damage and football.
I mean, the main reason to watch the Super Bowl every year, it seems, is just for the commercials.
That's really all it is, but for me, I'll just wait till they show up on YouTube.
Which is, like, usually, like, 3 days before the Super Bowl now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, it used to be for the halftime show, but, the halftime shows have been hit or miss, or, in one case, Maroon 5, so extreme miss.
80.
Like, such a miss that wasn't even near the target. It was, like, in a completely different, part of town. Yes, I am a dedicated Maroon 5 hater, and I will make it everyone's problem.
Jeez. I also gotta talk to Chuck and see if those watchdogs are ready yet.
All right. Now we have to move the snails over to the knight's house.
Knock, knock, knock.
Charge!
Charge? How much?
Delicious.
In your case for it, $71.
Duchess's birthday. But even though
You can take it right out of my middle finger.
truly inspired. Come, let us storm Napoleon's stronghold and win this game for Fred Bonaparte.
Here's the knight.
I believe I may be hungry again soon.
2 tools a knight
no,
needs.
He's very rotund.
Yes. The 2 tools that any good knight needs.
Haha, he's fat.
If I can view them. Why am I trying to view them from down here? I should go up.
That was a Ruby reference.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
A flag and a dinky tiny little sword.
Oh, jeez.
That was a Ruby reference to one of my favorite characters who will never appear again because the voice actress that voiced her did porno.
Go on.
There's a character in Ruby named Nyan Cat who is based on, like, Nyan Cat.
The name implied it.
And her voice actress, I forget the character's name or girl's name, but I actually have her autograph on my Ruby mouse pad that I have all the signatures on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got fired from the job because they found out she does porn.
Interesting, because the fact that that same character did show up in a later volume. Like, I think it was like volume.
Might have been a different voice actress at that point.
I think it was a different voice actress. If not, it was like she got fired after.
Yeah. But I don't see what the big deal was, because it was like
it's for branding, because like it's hard to attract advertisers when you have a sex worker in your cast who is, like, openly doing sex work, and that's an unfortunate reality of just how our world works.
Yeah. Despite the fact that Jessica Negri,
well,
you know...
she started that way later, and she doesn't actually do porn. She just posts risque photos.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. I'm just saying, to me, there's really very little difference between her and, you know, the other girl. It's just that, you know, apparently to the industry, it's different.
Yes. It's a distinction without a difference, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, sex work is work.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I don't care what you do. As long as you pay the bills, that's all that matters.
As long as everyone involved is, you know, in control of themselves and consenting to what's being done.
Precisely.
But yeah.
Anyway, we got...
Oh, go ahead.
We got the coin. We can give it to the peasant.
Bonaparte's army, and Fred really cares.
What's it pay?
Hey, check out this coin I found.
Money! Oh, man! Well, I'm off to die in battle, dear, for an incompetent leader who'll never know my name. I hope you remarry well.
More of that now.
I just hope she doesn't spend it all on scrapbook making supplies. She's gone nuts.
But yeah, Nyan Cat had a whole thing where she was fighting Yang. And to trick Yang into losing her mind, she calls her fat. By going, yeah, you fat.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite fucking lines because of the way she says it.
I don't remember her actually calling Yang fat. I do know that she was saying that Yang was top heavy.
It's like, that's like, as when she's skating around her over and over again, Yang is slowly getting pissed off because A, she can't hit Neon Cat. You know, Neon Cat keeps pointing out that her boobs are too fucking big.
Yeah.
And then that's when she goes, at the end of it, she just goes, you fat.
I'm glad someone in the show acknowledged that she's top heavy. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, Yang is,
she's very busty.
Yes, and it's to the point that, you know, back when Monty was still animating everything mostly by himself, he had to spend a lot of time, like, extra time on Yang over everyone else, because, like, he was using a software that was meant for, like, just making poses, not for full animations. That's why it's called Poser.
Yeah.
He had to, like, every time that he would, like, make her move, her boobs would bounce so wildly that he would have to go back and manually tone them down every frame.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So it's not that, like, she was the one he spent the most time on because she was that sexy. It was because her boobs were... he had to calm her tits for her.
He had to calm the calamity? That was
her memories, yes. So we need one more militiaman to take out this knight, and then we can get into the castle. So yeah, very short world, but it depends on how long it takes you to figure out what you need to do to progress. You know, like an adventure game. Let's talk to this farmer to see if he'll join the militia.
I'm recruiting soldiers for the army of the caring and generous Fred Bonaparte.
Weapon.
What?
Weapon. That's what I want. I'm not gonna die like the others, okay?
That's the spirit.
You get me my special musket, and I'll come out. I think I left it buried in some hay in that heavily guarded building over there.
You know, as you do.
At least the guy's very straightforward about what he wanted.
Some Napoleon lovers, got it?
Be right back.
I like how straightforward all these guys are, and that this is the one who insists he's not going to die, while all the others were like, yep, we're dying. I mean, it is Fred who's leading us after all. We're going to die.
We're all gonna die. Whew. Damn, I'm hungry again. I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna go grab me a snack from the kitchen.
Okay. Also just trying to collect as many figments as I can to limit how many times I need to revisit this level for 100% completion. So if you see me, like, getting sidetracked by shiny objects, or in this case, translucent objects, that is why. You'll want to collect those gold statues of either exclamation points or helmets as often as you can, because gold helmets increase your max life counter, and gold exclamation points increase your max ammo. There's one of each, or maybe one of, you know, one or the other in every level, I think. They're just hidden off somewhere, as, you know, things tend to be in collectathon platforms.
Right.
I also may have forgotten which direction I need to go. We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I need the steamer trunk tag.
More like Dragon Z Balls.
But I want to know now.
My mom when we were watching Dragon Ball Z Kai, my mom kept on complaining about how, like, the action of each episode ends at, like, right when stuff is about to start happening. You know, as Dragon Ball Z tends to do. As shonen anime tends to do. Let's be honest. I was like, right. Oh boy, just be thankful that we're watching this on Hulu, and that's not like when I was a kid watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, and we'd have to wait a week to see the next episode, and hope that's not just a rerun because they ran out of new episodes.
I felt that. Yo, but dog, I felt that.
It's something that people, that only anime fans will truly cope with, I suppose, because they still do that to this day. It's just nowadays, you know, the weight is lesser because, you know, streaming and simulcasts. And the recent advent of simuldubs. Whereas in the olden days, you had to wait until whenever the dubbing company got around to dubbing the next batch of episodes for that to be your only way to watch it.
Back in our day!
Back in our day! Anyway, Fred versus Napoleon. So, Crispin keeps on winning. Fred has not won once. To be fair with collectathons, you sometimes get lost. Hacking games that aren't collectathons, you can still get lost. Yes, as anyone who's seen me try and figure out where I'm going occasionally in Sonic Frontiers has noticed. Especially in the DLC. So, Fred is driven mad by losing over and over again. Sees Napoleon. And now he's the crazy one. Fun fact, Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't actually that short.
Nope.
It's like
he was actually average for a Frenchman.
Yeah, he was like average height for a Frenchman. It's just that's considered short by today's standards. And also because, you know, it would hurt his pride to call him short.
Somehow I find myself unable to care if Napoleon Dynamite... I keep doing Dynamite.
You keep saying Dynamite instead of Bonaparte.
I somehow feel myself unable to care if Napoleon Dynamite was upset by being made fun of.
I mean, if you made fun of Napoleon Dynamite, he would just go, gosh.
Bonaparte, god damn it. There's one too many famous Napoleons. What if I want to take over France? Gah!
Tina, you fat lord, eat the food. Like, instead of riding into battle on, you know, a gallant, beautiful horse, he rides into battle on a llama named Tina that's just unruly and won't eat the frickin' food.
Yep.
Something a lot of people forget, there was a Napoleon Bonaparte cartoon. Now I've got the wrong Napoleon. Napoleon Dynamite cartoon. It lasted like one season, and nobody who worked on it talks about it anymore because they all agree it was terrible and had fuck all to do with what made Napoleon Dynamite good.
Yep.
I saw one episode of it, I'm like, okay, this has already jumped the shark because they show Napoleon actually interacting with ligers.
Yep.
That's something you should never do.
John Heater has said it's like the lowest part of his career, and he was counting Blades of Glory in that.
He was counting Blades of Glory, Surf's Up, and School for Scoundrels.
The moral of the story is John Heater has not had a good career.
Yeah. His career needs to be studied. It's like he's a talented actor who just got put in the shittiest movies that never made him look good. Also, semi-related to movies that John Heater starred in. You know how that shitty Lion King remake hyped itself up as like, oh, it's not animation because we use like actual cameras in 3D space, so it's totally live action. Surf's Up did that first. And it still called itself animated.
Yeah.
So the people that made the Surfing Penguins movie Surf's Up are more humble than why am I forgetting his name? I've got all my Johns confused. I know his name's John something.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau.
Yeah. Which is sad because he is usually a really good guy.
Yeah.
Although I will like admit, a lot of people give the live action quotation marks Lion King shit. It wasn't bad, in my opinion.
Yes, it was.
The fact that it
was Seth Rogen.
The fact that the most people can say about it is it's not that bad goes to show why it's so bad to me in particular, because it doesn't justify its own existence.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not anti-remake of everything.
good.
Sometimes remakes can improve on where the originals failed, or like reimagine them in inventive new ways. Hell, a lot of people's favorite body horror movie, The Thing, is a remake. And it goes in a completely separate direction from what the original did and does things better.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Makes a much more memorable movie.
At least until you get to all the fucking sequels and spin-offs and all that shit.
There weren't all that many sequels and spin-offs of The Thing, but...
There weren't?
Nope. There was a video game, and there was what was advertised as a remake, but it was actually a prequel.
Okay, yeah. But they're like comics is what I'm also referring to. But
Oh, yeah. Really, yeah, you could say that about almost any franchise of that era.
I was going to say, Mufasa, the one they did a couple years ago.
That one, it makes me so happy that it lost to Sonic 3. Critically and financially.
Yes, but it did actually surprise me in that, while I wouldn't call it a great movie, it was actually, like, compared to, like, the live-action Lion King going off this, it was actually good and actually told a good fucking story.
Because it was telling its own story, not a story that was told better, like, almost 40 years ago.
Exactly. And the animation on it was cleaned up and actually looked a hell of a lot better. Like, the lions actually had fucking expressions.
The interesting thing about the Lion King remake is if you look at the concept art of, like, ideas for what the models would look like, you can see them actually emoting and doing expressions that don't look too off from what a real animal could do, but are still clearly stylized to give them some character. And Jon Favreau was like, no, let's not have any emotion or expressions on these animals' faces because it needs to be realistic. And I'm like, have you never seen an animal before? They emote and express all the time. Have you never seen a dog?
Exactly.
Have you never seen a cat? Cats may have pretty stoic faces, but they can definitely emote.
I love how it's like you're saying...
Yeah, I'm saying all this, and in the background is just the sensors going, no.
Nope. It also surprised me in that it did something I never thought Disney would ever do. And that was acknowledge the direct-to-video sequels. Because, like, the movie opens with Timon and Pumbaa telling the story of Mufasa to Kiara, Simba's daughter.
I never saw any of the sequels except for The Lion King 1.5.
I mean, that's fair. Lion King 2 is one of the few that I will say is actually worth it, because, like, it was actually legit fucking good. Instead of being just, you know, direct-to-video tripe that most of the others were.
Yeah. Need we bring up Pocahontas 2?
Mulan 2. Ugh.
They were going to make a Dumbo 2 to the point where there was a trailer for it, but it got canceled.
Thank God.
Also, when you brought up Mufasa and Sonic 3, I'm just like immediately remembering, it's like, do you guys remember when...
Yeah, I still have my free movie admission. It never expires. I just haven't felt like going to that movie theater.
I don't blame you, dude. It just cracks me up that...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I apologize.
It just cracks me up that usher had no fucking clue as to where to point you, Ari.
Yeah, he got the 6 and the 16 that were both on the ticket in different places confused.
Uzi. The other Disney sequel that I will say is surprisingly better than it had any goddamn right to be was the Cinderella trilogy.
Because it actually gives characters other than Cinderella some character.
Yep. And it actually made one of the ugly stepsisters, like, pretty, and actually gave her a decent fucking ending. Instead of just, like, being, you know, well, the ugly stepsisters don't get shit. No, she actually finds true love, and I fucking respect them for that.
if there's one direct-to-video sequel that I actually enjoyed growing up, and the funny thing is, this was my exposure to Beauty and the Beast, but it was Enchanted Christmas.
That one was actually pretty good, but mostly just for Tim Curry voicing a psychotic piano.
Organ, but yes.
Which is not a sentence that you would think you'd be able to speak normally, but it's Tim Curry.
Maestro Forte.
Yep. Another one that I would argue on is the Aladdin trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the Aladdin trilogy, and I do like honestly, Return of Jafar is probably one of my favorites. I like that over King of Thieves just because I saw that more than I did King of Thieves.
So you acknowledge that may entirely be with nostalgia blinders on.
Yes, I totally agree with that because here's the funny thing. I saw it more than I did King of Thieves because I owned a copy of the movie on Laserdisc.
Nice.
JKR's got a Laserdisc! Whatever happened to the Laserdisc? Laserdisc!
King of Thieves was good. Its problem was that it did something you should never fucking do. And that is, while they brought Robin Williams back finally, which is really good of them, they kept him on a strict script. They would not let him improvise at all during that movie.
Do not attempt to move or we'll be shooting ourselves.
Yep. Don't get me wrong, he had some great fucking jokes in it. But it's just, finding out that he wasn't allowed to improv and they just scripted everything he said.
It's like hiring George Carlin and not letting him swear, which is why I still think it's weird that he was the narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine file.
His last movie was a kids movie called,
Yeah, I just find the entire
movie.
I just find the entire concept of George Carlin being in so many family-friendly things so weird, given how controversial he was.
Right? The fact that he's in Cars makes me laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
He has my favorite line in that whole movie, that whole franchise even.
It's the stark difference between like Bob Saget on Full House and Bob Saget the Man.
Right?
In fact, one of my favorite bits to add on to a common phrase comes from a Bob Saget stand-up special. I can't remember which one. It was just one that they aired on Comedy Central that I caught a bit of. And he was like, "Fuck that shit. Kids don't fuck that shit. You'll get an infection."
That's where you got that from.
Yeah, George Carlin's last movie role was a movie called Happily Never After.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Horribly.
And it still got a sequel.
Yeah, it still got a sequel. And then his last role was what you just mentioned, narrating Thomas the Tank Engine.
Well, he did that before any of those. Because he took over after Ringo Starr. Because he was the host, he was the conductor on Shining Time Station, which is how they introduced Thomas the Tank Engine to us Americans.
Yep.
In fact, that's where the Mr. Conductor character from Thomas and the Magic Railroad comes from, Shining Time Station.
Yep.
Except for whatever reason, they decided to cast Alec Baldwin instead of George Carlin.
Yeah.
Which means we were denied George Carlin going sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. What, no fuck yeah, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle?
No. Nope. It's a horrible joke, and I will
You guys are no fun.
Well, no,
It's
I
a
was
horrible
about
joke.
to, but but JKR did that, you know.
Special musket. Ready?
I'm sorry, but it was a horrible joke.
That stupid carpenter.
What? I got you that.
That's why it's funny.
Carpenter.
It's so unfunny that loops around to being funny.
He's got a fire going, so I can't.
I will never understand that, but okay.
That movie almost cost us Mara Wilson as an actress.
Yep.
Okay, but just as practice.
It did so poorly in the box office, it made her decide to retire for a while. Thank fucking God she came back.
Yeah, if I recall, Mara Wilson also voices a character in Hell of a Boss.
Yep, she is their very first client in the actual series.
Yep.
Miss Mayberry.
Yeah, which is amazing to me because I didn't even know that until when we went to GalaxyCon last year.
And I pointed it out.
Yeah, it's like when you pointed it out, I was like, yeah, I was just like, I had no idea until you pointed it out to me. I was like, wait, what? You're kidding me?
Yep, she's Miss Mayberry. And that's actually what I got her autograph on, was a picture of Miss Mayberry that apparently she drew.
Oh, nice.
So. She is a tiny fucking thing, by the way. I thought she was tall. No, she is tiny.
That's cheating.
It's like she never actually, she never really grew up, is the thing. She's still as short as, probably just a little bit taller than she was as a kid, but,
look,
you know,
she's just fun-sized, okay?
Yeah, I'm not teasing her about it. I'm not making fun of her for it. I'm just like,
no, like Mara Wilson is like legit one of my crushes. I had a crush on her growing up, and I have a crush on her now. I will defy anyone who says otherwise.
Anyway, we have to raise the drawbridge.
She's a nerd.
We have to raise the drawbridge before we can get into the castle.
Oh, the lever, Kronk.
In order to do that, we have to unjam the gears.
Hey, Ari, do me a favor.
God damn it.
Check your posture.
All right. I've been staying up straight this whole time, or at least as straight as my bisexual can.
Long distance high five.
All right, that's all the mental cobwebs in this stage.
Oh my god, the fanfare timing.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
And bang! Knocked him out of the park. You're welcome.
What was that you were saying for it?
I meant to yell 4, but I fucked it up.
Well, I mean, you've also been getting your Napoleon's cross today.
Yeah, I could hear like you guys going back and forth about fucking Napoleon.
Back and forth.
Bonaparte.
Back and forth. Sorry.
Back and forth.
Anytime someone says back and forth over and over, I think of Back and Forth by Dr. Steele, who
exactly
I guarantee that Hugo Strange's design in Arkham City was based on Dr. Steele, because they look exactly alike, right down to the lab coat and the goatee and the
Yeah, I have very little doubt that Strange's design in the game was based off of him. But yeah, just a quick aside is that the reason why I said back and forth is because that song I was listening to it while I was walking Widget earlier this morning, so.
We're listening to Dr. Steele?
It's on my Tunes of Anarchy playlist.
I am so proud of you, though you're not my son, because I'm never fucking having kids. I feel like a proud mother. That doesn't mean you get to call me mommy. You have to earn that.
I was not going to call you that.
And I'm the sassy aunt who talks shit about everyone.
Yeah, I'm with the fresh out of jail uncle.
Depends on what you were in jail for, because that could be taken some horrendous ways.
Fun fact, that little animation that our friend Cherry did was literally the first time Rika Sapphire has ever been drawn.
Yeah.
And it made me so fucking happy when she did it. I was like, oh my god.
Right, time to storm the stronghold and win this game.
And that's the same Cherry who did that fan art for you, Ari.
Yes, I figured.
But you should know for future reference that...
Which, speaking of which, I would love for you to... I know you've got your reasons that I just keep forgetting, is that I would love for you to start showcasing the fan art again.
Okay. Yeah, I need to start getting more fan art to showcase.
I've been posting...
Outside of just you, of course. Because I want to showcase a bunch of people's art. instead of just all one
Yeah,
person.
No, I get that.
Your walls are no thicker than the crust of a creme brulee. Behold the mighty tapping of my spoon.
Yes, sir?
And Fred has won the game. And you just lost the game.
Yeah!
What is this? Fred!
You heard it here first.
Huh? What?
Fred won! Fred won!
You are a Bonaparte! There is some Napoleon in your veins after all. Well, maybe. Finally, I can resign myself back into my glorious history. The future is yours, Fred Bonaparte. You are indeed a true warrior. Go forth and fight all your battles with the same determination you showed here, and your life will be an endless parade of victories, like mine. Yes, well, except for that last one, the one in Waterloo. I was sick that day. Very bad stomach cramp, let me tell you. That's why I've always got my hand...
That's actually accurate!
It's hereditary.
He died of a fucking... gastritis.
But that you'll find out when you're older, it's hereditary.
Hello? Hello? Anyone else in here?
Ready to see him remove his straitjacket?
I'm all me again.
Let's see it.
Person, not French. Get me out of this dang jacket so I can go strangle me an orderly.
Hey, good thinking, Fred. That sure would save me a lot of work.
Yep. Right after I take a nap.
Yes.
Look at his stubby little arms, like a T-Rex.
War is hell, Rasputin, and I am sleepy. I'll take aspirin for you.
Yeah.
Just as soon as I...
War is war and hell is hell, and among the two wars, a hell of a lot worse.
Oh, man.
Oh, hell.
Alright, so we got the straitjacket, which we can use for Dr. Lobato's coat. But we still need his face, and we still need his claw.
I'm assuming the trophy is the claw.
The trophy is indeed the claw. It is claw-shaped. And the face we get from Edgar, because he can paint a painting of Dr. Lobato. And this is where, like, choosing your order of progression comes in. Because you can do all three of these in any order you want.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear any bumping or anything. It's just me moving my phone around so I can actually buy tickets for the movie tomorrow. I almost forgot to do it.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of important.
Probably do that.
Oh, you're back to take away everything I've worked for? Because
You're back! And you're front! You're both here!
Alright, I'm going to go back to the campground so I can recranialize some campers.
Back in town?
Not often that I get to say that.
Back in my day.
Meanwhile, back in town, if you haven't seen it already, watch the, over a year old now VOD of, me playing the anti-cult classic, The Town with No Name. It's a fever dream in a DOS game that was originally for Amiga. And it was a bitch to get it running, but it was worth every second. That's where the give me a drink bartender redeem comes from.
Prepare yourself for passage, human child.
I've seen Let's Plays of it before. It looks like it was a fucking fever dream.
All the games that studio made were fever dreams. They made other games for the Amiga, specifically for the Amiga CD-TV, which was basically an Amiga A1200 with a CD drive. Like, the only difference, even though it cost way more, was the addition of a CD drive instead of a floppy drive. And they marketed it as its own, like, brand new device. It failed spectacularly, and was one of the final nails in Commodore's coffin. The final nail being the Amiga CD32, which was their attempt at making a 32-bit CD-based game console. It underperformed, had a library of absolutely no standout killer apps, most of which were just more expensive CD versions of games you could already play on the Amiga for cheap. And it was only on the market for less than a year before Commodore went out of business.
Oh boy.
The Angry Video Game Nerd has a whole episode about it, and it's compatible with CD TV games, so he used it to play The Town with No Name.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent?
Nice.
And one of its exclusives, Kang Fu, which is a side-scrolling platformer where you play as a kangaroo, which, despite its name, does not use kung fu. He uses a gun. Cannot be played on the console it's made for unless you exploit, like, basically a glitch in its BIOS in order to run the game.
Oh, jeez.
Like, you have to go through the trouble of, like, loading the game, putting the disc into the tray, letting it load into the, like, BIOS screen where it has, like, the CD player stuff, and then close the disk drive. Otherwise, the game will not boot. It tells you this in the instruction manual.
So, they knew their game was broken. Something was horribly wrong.
They say it's due to a programming error in the CD32's, like, BIOS itself.
And they couldn't be arsed to fix it before releasing it?
Nope.
Wow.
Oh, and the CD32 that the AVGN had a faulty, like, you know, the lid for the CD drive. It was faulty where it wouldn't detect that it was actually shut unless you put something on top of it to weigh it down.
Oh, God.
So he did, because it doesn't, like, have a proper latch or anything like that. It just kind of holds together with friction, I think. So he held it down with a paint can.
Oh, God. AVGN back in the day, man. He was a fucking genius.
He's been getting back into the swing of things recently since Screenwave has gotten less involved in like the writing and recording and doing everything except the on-screen stuff for him. Like, he's been taking a more active role in his videos recently.
Nice.
He's even got Mike Matei back helping him make the episodes.
Nice.
Okay, come on.
So let's go to lab.
Let's go to Ford's, my sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psycho Master.
That voice hits different in certain moods. Alright, time to recranialize some kids and also detangle some cobwebs.
Let's be honest, I'm a naughty little furret. All the voices hit different.
Even Richard Horvitz?
Man, especially Richard Horvitz. Having met him several times in real life, that was actually weird to say out of context.
Iron is right. Technically, anything can be an Amiga accessory as long as it can hold down the disc tray. Yeah, that's why he advertised the paint can as an accessory to the Amiga CD32.
Yep.
Okay, so apparently I made a mistake when I told my friend the doctor, like what time the movie was. I thought it was at 12:45. Apparently I misread that, and it's 12:25 tomorrow. So I gotta let them know. It's like, tickets have been bought, but we gotta make sure we meet up sooner rather than later.
Okay, take care of that. Like now.
Yeah, I'm doing that right. I'm doing that right now.
I will teleport.
So I'm gonna mute myself while I do it.
Solid rock over there. You don't knock that off.
Okay, David K.
Well, the good thing about you finding that kid's brain, besides the whole thinking and feeling they'll be able to do now, is that they will be adding their subconscious mental attention to your quest, and their energy will increase your mental health potential.
That sounds great. But is the surgery going to be dangerous?
Nothing's dangerous when you have the right tools. Messy, yes, but not dangerous.
And so that's why, even though she is a girl, and we are good friends, she is not technically my girlfriend.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My dad is never going to send me to this camp again. Where's Kitty? Never mind. I'll find her.
I like how he just, like, mentions it out of nowhere.
Sounds like it's time something bad happened to our fine coach.
Well, let me tell you what our plan is.
Please, you have your plan, I have mine. But say no more.
So, long story short, we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Well, there's only one thing that can make this better. Pedicure. See ya.
The end.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
The end.
That's plan.
The end.
I'm gonna go get on the coach's radio and call for help.
See, now that's an excellent idea. Why can't everyone be so helpful?
Yeah, I modified the antenna, so now it broadcasts straight into outer space.
Oh, man. So, any questions?
Is Elton okay?
Well, he'll be fully brained soon, I promise.
When he comes out, tell
Okay, I just sent her the message. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to help us save her?
Hopefully she sees it. I'm sure she would.
There's a lot of feedback coming from you.
Well, shut
Now it's gone.
Shit.
I better go patrol the living
Sorry, I
room.
must have been leaning on the cord. Sorry.
Say, is my hombre walking around yet?
Not yet, but soon.
I just hope he forgives me for acting like such a dang fool.
And that's why finding your brain in particular was my highest priority.
You know, I'll bet if JT wasn't so distracted, this wouldn't have happened. He's probably with that prissy little show pony right now.
No, actually, I think her mind's on other things at the moment.
Well, maybe I'll go see what's up. One of us at least should be guarding the sleeping quarters.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
I gotta go. Lots of work to do.
Good luck, Rasputin.
So that's all the brains we have for now. We'll collect more as we progress through the asylum.
Right.
And like I said, everyone gives you a different cutscene and increases your max health.
Nice. Can I interest you gents in some that almost came out wrong. Can I interest you gents in some popcorn that has been lightly buttered and popped?
Yes, I would hope that the popcorn's been popped.
I give the fuck up. I was trying to say some corn that has been lightly buttered and popped, but no!
Side cards to make a new side challenge marker.
Goddamn brain! Got fixated on the fact that I almost said the P word! I blame JKR if he was with us.
I blame Miles.
I hear you, asshole.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Thank you, Agent Cruller.
You can still hear my voice. I'm sitting right next to you, asshole.
He's not dead, he's just... not all there. I don't know where I'm going with this.
You guys do know I have a very short fuse.
You do know that I can actually play golf. Despite my size.
What the fuck? My ears love that.
Yeah, thanks. I like being deaf. It's fine. I don't need to hear.
You don't need to ear?
What? Speak up. I can't hear you. An explosion went off in my ears.
I think your ears hurt. I'm half elf. My ears are extra sensitive in multiple ways. I won't go any further with that. Just watch any anime that involves sexy elf girls. Hey, Iron, Wii Sports Golf is still golf.
I think JKR is broken.
Nope, not yet. You haven't broken me yet for it.
All the king's horses and all the king's men putting JKR back together again.
Every time I break JKR, it's completely by accident.
Yeah.
So while I'm exploring the camp for some of our final collectibles that might be here, some might be back at the asylum. You guys want to hear a joke?
Okay.
I woke up this morning and looked in the mirror.
I said a joke, not a horror story.
I feel terrible about it.
God
Raz
damn,
spoke for me.
I insulted myself and you took it and just threw it right out the fucking window. Fuck me, I guess.
No, thank you.
I'd rather not. I'm not a furry.
Alright, go ahead with your joke.
What do you call a bear that's had all of its teeth removed?
I don't know what.
A gummy bear.
There's that.
Won't you help?
Trying to find that sound alert. Like,
Let me know when somebody drops a carton of eggs or something. Okay, that's funny. Now put me down. Ow! I should wring you out like a wet mop.
I can never remember where the rim shot sound effect is.
On the sound effects list.
On the sound alerts? Because I'm looking, I'm not seeing it. But then again, I might just be blind.
It's on there. I haven't removed it. Was it really worth it for all that build-up just for a rim shot?
Not really, since it was a little late.
You know what they say, better late than never, unless you're talking about a menstrual cycle, in which case, you know, it's still better late than never now that I think about it. Otherwise, that means you're pregante.
Uh-oh, it's baby time.
I'd rather not.
What is around? Oh, I probably got in that already. Got the condor egg. Oh yeah, and we need to get Furret caught up on the scavenger hunt item descriptions for what we've collected so far.
I watched the VOD up to that point.
Okay, I've got all the scavenger hunt items in this area. It's cool that lets you know that. Okay, I've got one more here that I need to get. Just need to find out where in the name of Jesus H. Fuckerstein it is.
My favorite lesser-known villain.
Yes. What? People said I needed Jesus. They didn't say which one.
Yeah, right? Also, Ari, I think his name is Jesus, not Jesus. Get it right.
Bert, did you hear something?
I don't hear anything anymore. I went deaf years ago. I just haven't had the heart. Hold on. It's not that funny, dude. I'm actually choking.
Oh.
Alright, I'm fine.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was trying to say I went deaf years ago. I just didn't have the heart to tell you guys.
Ouch. My knee.
Sorry,
Ow.
sorry about that, JKR.
No, it's fine. I'm just laughing at that. It was the timing is what I was laughing at, not the fact that you were choking.
Yeah. Ugh. Popcorn did not agree with my throat.
What the fuck were you eating popcorn for?
Yeah, you mentioned they had popcorn. It is food. Eat food
I'm
to
well
satisfy
aware of
your hunger.
Well, you know, that is why I prefer a bit of human flesh.
I'm going to go grab another flavored drink that is soft.
The transition in this game when you move between areas is reminding me of the one in Rayman 2. Yeah, I can kind of see that from what little I've played of Rayman 2.
I haven't played Rayman in a long-ass time.
Depends on the Rayman you're talking about. Rayman 1 is fucking bullshit.
Well, that depends, because I don't remember which Rayman I played.
Was it a 2D side-scroller, or was it a 3D open, or was it like a 3D collectathon platformer?
I think it was a 3D collectathon platformer.
What console was it for?
PS1?
That would be Rayman 2.
Okay.
Rayman 1 was a 2D side-scroller, originally for the Atari Jaguar, but the PS1 version is the one that everyone remembers. It was also on the Saturn, but no one remembers the Saturn version. Got a PC release that had a lot of expansions as well as a level editor. Then there's Rayman 2, which was a 3D collectathon platformer and is the Rayman game that everyone talks about. There's Rayman 3, which was basically building off of Rayman 2 that was on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. Then the series kind of went fucky for a while when Raving Rabbids became the new thing that Rayman was known for.
Ugh.
Feeling better now? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking, Lulu. How are you doing? I still need to catch up with you, probably after stream, and get those things set up for you that I was talking about. You have Rayman 2 on the Dreamcast? You have a Dreamcast, Iron? Dude, I knew you had good taste, but goddamn.
The only good thing that came from the Rabbids was the Mario crossover series.
Yes, the best thing to come out of the Rabbids' existence was something that has the Rabbids not be the main focus of the game.
Well, no, they are the main focus of the game.
But they have to share it with Mario, as opposed to being the stars, the standalone stars of the game. Because Rayman Raving Rabbids didn't... The disappointing thing about Raving Rabbids to me, and I say this as someone who's never really been into Rayman, it didn't start out as a minigame collection starring basically what would be the precursor to the Minions. It started out as a, traditional Rayman 3D platformer game with the Rabbids as the antagonists. But as development went on, they decided, you know what, fuck it, we'll just make a shitty minigame collection starring the second most obnoxious mascot characters you'll ever see.
Yep.
Also, Billy West voiced Rayman at one point in the Rayman cartoon. Also, there was a Rayman cartoon that nobody remembers.
There are a lot of cartoons about it back in the day that nobody remembers.
It's a weird concept for a Rayman cartoon, because instead of it being based on anything from the Rayman games, he's like an acrobat in a traveling circus.
I can name at least 3 cartoons right now that I guarantee no one has heard of.
Sam and Max?
Oh. I can name 4 cartoons right now that I guarantee no one has heard of. That was a joke on the fact that you mentioned Sam and Max being a cartoon.
And you forgot. You forgot to mention it.
One is called Mad Jack the Pirate, which was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Where it was literally just a dumbass pirate running around looking for treasure that he lost years ago. There is one called... God damn it, I literally just had it, and even I forgot about it.
That seems like an oddly long and also explicit title for it.
Oh, I know, right? It was a cartoon called Hyperman, which was based off of an educational computer game for kids. And there was which was also, by the way, a point-and-click adventure game. Like baby's first point-and-click adventure game, basically.
Okay.
And then there was another one that I cannot remember the title of it for the life of me, but it was about a bunch of aliens that came to Earth and lived in a kid's attic.
I know this.
I think Maurice.
I know that your
LaMarche was in it.
I know this probably isn't the one, but the one, how you described it made me think of Butt Ugly Martians.
No.
Which no one remembers for good reason. Even Nickelodeon. I had an action figure from that show.
I saw a few episodes of it at one point.
The only thing butt ugly about that show wasn't the Martians, it was the humans.
The sad fact was that, I remember, I only remember the show from time to time. Most of the time I forgot about it until, it randomly just pops up back in my memory again.
You wanna know the most disappointing thing about Butt Ugly Martian's impact on, the merchandising space? You think a show like that, where every episode has a fight scene and has them turning into, a mech-suited mode, would make for at least a decent, 3D collectathon platformer or beat-em-up or whatever. No, they got a racing game.
Huh. Let's see. Also, Ari, out of curiosity, did you happen to get the, I'm sure you saw it, the zip file I sent you?
Yeah, I haven't had time to download it and unzip it yet.
Also, there was a kids cartoon based off of all things Starship Troopers.
Yep, they would do kids cartoons based on any R-rated property back in the day. There were multiple RoboCop cartoons.
Yeah, at least two that I'm aware of.
Yeah, there were two. There was a Rambo cartoon.
To be fair, if you could license it and make toys out of it, they were gonna make a show out of it.
It's not even something that's like, oh, this started in the 80s. There were toys for Alien back when it came out, aimed at kids.
Yup. I had a few.
I'm not even talking about the the cool Aliens action figures, where there were multiple kinds of aliens you can collect. I'm talking about 1970s era Alien the action figure.
Yeah, like the xenomorphs themselves.
Yeah.
Yup. I had quite a few of them. I had a bull one, a bat one.
No, that's the one I'm saying. It's not one of those. This is just old style G.I. Joe-esque, old G.I. Joe-esque alien action figure that came out when the original Alien came out in the 70s.
I gotcha.
And was marketed at kids. That toy line, Operation Aliens, was for what was planned to be a cartoon, but never got made. But the toys were already made, so they decided to still sell the toys and just say it was for aliens.
Yup.
Which is why there's so many different alien types, and why, each of the human characters has some sort of prop gimmick with them.
There was one dude that could build a giant mech suit that was an alien replica.
Yep.
I had him.
I've seen a video from Ashens about that toy line that I think you'll like. Because when Ashens isn't looking at bootlegs or stuff he bought from Poundland or old electronics or outdated food or microwavable food or any of these other dozens of things he regularly looks at, he looks at old forgotten action figures. He's a man of many interests. He also has a doctorate in psychology, but he doesn't like it when you bring that up.
I mean, lest we forget whole chicken in a can.
Yeah, there was whole chicken in a can. Yeah. Remember, doctorate in psychology. That's why he used to go by Dr. Ashen as his online nickname. But apparently he's long since been, disinterested in his psychology career, given that the first time he appeared on camera in one of his videos, he referred to himself as failed psychologist and internet cunt, Dr. Ashen.
Giggity.
He also had a movie that had one of the greatest cameos ever by Warwick Davis. He's made 2 movies so far, and he's working on a 3rd one.
Oh, no.
Like, his movies are, like, actually good, which is the scary thing, because, the track record for YouTuber movies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bits of trivia about his first movie, which is the only one I've seen so far, Ashen's and the Quest for the Game Child, is, the main villain's name, Nemesis. Or, technically, we're mispronouncing it. It's not Nemesis, it's Nemasai. That wasn't the character's intended name. It was a placeholder that he just never got around to replacing.
Ah.
Fun trivia for the masses.
He also got, God, I can't remember the actor's name, but he played, the robot guy from Red Dwarf. He's in that movie, too.
Huh. Crichton.
Crichton. Yeah, the guy that played Crichton is, in Ashen's and the Quest for the Game Child as a professor.
Very nice.
But yeah, Warwick Davis's cameo is great. Because, there's a recurring character in Ashen's who's, like, his self-declared arch-rival. The, very unintimidating supervillain, the Silver Skull. And throughout the movie, throughout the show, Ashen's YouTube channel, and throughout the movie, he's just played by a guy wearing a, cultist robe and a mask that has a mustache on top of it. So, it's just generic Mick, who's their name, inside of the costume. There's a part where, the Silver Skull looks like he's going to die. And then he's like, remove my mask so I can look at you with my own eyes. And he takes off the mask, and it's Warwick Davis under there. And Ashen's just like, wait, how are you Warwick Davis? I mean, he's tall, and he's like, I'm an actor. It's called acting.
Yep.
Well, he's got a point.
He's trying to dance around saying you're a dwarf, and the Silver Skull is tall. But Warwick Davis's answer every time is just like, you think that just because I'm not tall, that means I can't act.
Yup.
And it turns out he's not dying after all. He just wanted to get some fresh air out of the mask or something like that.
Also, pardon my sneeze.
Okay. I'm desperately trying to find where in the fuck this final collectible could be. I have no idea.
Then he should...
It's in there. It's in there. I just need to figure out how to get it. That's all I had to do.
Was stand there?
Stand there and use telekinesis. And now I've got all the scavenger hunt items. The final one was the glass eye.
Nice.
Alright, now let's go to Ranger Crawler. Get our reward. Which is another, I think, 4 ranks. You get half of the total bonus ranks when you collect half of the scavenger hunt list, and you get the other half when you complete it. Out of curiosity, you two mentioned forgotten cartoons, but any animes you two remember that no one else does? Monster Rancher.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first anime. I didn't even know it was based on a game. I just saw it on Fox Kids one day and got hooked. Back when Fox Kids was still a thing. I saw that before I saw Pokemon or Digimon or Dragon Ball Z or Sailor Moon or any of the other, like, millennial gateway anime. Like, of all things to be, you know, fucking nerd connoisseur weeaboo ass me's first anime, it was Monster Rancher. And I didn't even know what anime was, I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah. Like,
we take a moment. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can we take a moment?
All right, moment's over. Go ahead, Jake.
You little shit.
I was actually gonna say, can we take a moment to appreciate Pixie, who was probably everyone's first sexual awakening?
Wasn't mine because I was like, what year was this? I would have been 5 years old. But
to be fair, yeah.
But like nowadays, hell yeah, Pixie, and the variations of Pixie.
Oh yes. I was just gonna say, it's like if you want to check out Monster Rancher in the modern day, check Tubi. It's there.
It's also on DVD, separate releases for sub and dub through Discotech Media. And Discotech is getting ready to put out a Blu-ray release of the Mega Man cartoon from the 90s.
Nice.
With new bonus features that were not in the old DVD release, so now I have to double dip. It's not going to be HD remastered. Discotech's usual thing with TV show releases is that they're standard definition, but in higher bitrate than what you can get on DVD, and put on Blu-ray so they can put more episodes on fewer discs. Like that Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Blu-ray collection you and your mom got me, that I still haven't opened, because it's just so pretty in its packaging.
Oh, nice.
Is like standard definition, but on Blu-ray.
Oh.
Their Digimon collections are really good from what I've seen. Because, like, they sell them separate, like, dub and sub releases because you can't just put the subtitle you can't just put, like, the Japanese audio over the dub footage because they had altered so much.
Yeah.
But, they went to the trouble of, like, tracking down all sorts of obscure promo stuff from the Fox Kids days, and for anything that they couldn't track down high enough quality masters of, they recreated themselves. Like, recreated themselves the same way that, like, the people over at Saban would have made it using pre-existing Digimon footage.
Nice.
And they're putting out, like, season by season. They came out with season 2 last year, I believe. And they put out the movie collection this year, which includes not only Digimon the movie, but brand new dubs for the 3 movies that were Frankenstein together into Digimon the movie.
Oh, nice.
The only thing it doesn't include is the Angela Anaconda intro, because they couldn't secure the rights to it.
Honestly, for the best.
And that's for the best.
Because nobody, and I repeat, nobody, went to the Digimon movie at any point saying, oh boy, I can't wait for the Angela Anaconda short.
See, I get what they were doing. Because Digimon the movie only exists because Fox wanted a quick and easy competitor to the Pokemon movies that were coming out at the time. And they wanted it right down to having a short to open up the movie. My question is, why Angela Anaconda and not Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Because both were made by Saban. Like, not Angela Anaconda, but both Digimon and Power Rangers were made by Saban at the time. So, why Angela Anaconda? That requires completely separate licensing from a different studio and a different animation team to put it together, when you could just do it all in-house for cheaper. And not even have to animate anything. You could just get the cast from, at the time it would have been Lightspeed Rescue, to do an intro for the movie. You don't even have to shoot, like, morphed footage, because you know they wouldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was probably something that Fox...
if I ever get to meet Haim Saban, first of all, I'll thank him for Digimon and Power Rangers. And second of all, I will ask him, do you have any idea what the fuck was going on with having Angela Anaconda at the beginning of the Digimon movie?
Yeah, right.
And also, I'll ask him if
But
that
yeah.
story about the potential Kiss cartoon that he screwed up the deal with is true or not. And then afterwards, he'll be like, wait, how the fuck did you get into my office? Security!
But yeah, there's a few anime that I remember watching, but it's like, for me, it's like one movie I will say that I remember wholeheartedly. It was the original My Neighbor Totoro movie. That was my introduction to anime, even though I didn't realize it at the time. And I got it before. I actually watched that before I watched Pokemon.
Yeah, that was the Streamline Pictures dub that was distributed by... Well, theatrical release was distributed by Troma. Home video release was distributed by Fox.
Yeah.
I should say initial theatrical run was distributed by a subline of Troma, but it was later picked up by Fox.
My introduction to anime was the original Sailor Moon, and I am talking the original one by Deke. Not 4Kids, or not, well, it's not even 4Kids, it's Viz Media.
It never would have been 4Kids, because 4Kids never touched Sailor Moon.
I didn't even mean 4Kids, I meant Funimation initially.
Yeah.
At this point, Funimation and Viz Media are both interchangeable.
Well, the difference is one still exists as a separate entity.
Fair.
Because Funimation has officially, like, they still operate, but they're no longer called Funimation. They're just a department of Crunchyroll now.
Yep. But yeah, the original, where they weren't allowed to make any references to Japanese culture whatsoever because
to the point where
terrified.
To the point where they would edit any shots of like cars driving down the street and reverse them, so it looked like they were driving on the right side of the road.
Yep, because they were terrified of the idea of children knowing anything about Japan.
Meanwhile, Digimon was like, hell yeah, we're in Japan.
Right. And
also they because it initially aired in syndication long before it got picked up by Toonami, and Deke was like, this was in the era where like syndicated and like public broadcast TV needed to have some educational content to it. They just did the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog thing of slapping a completely unrelated moral on at the end, explained to you by the main character, which is where the Sailor Says and Sonic Says segments come from in those shows. They never said the educational content had to be a main factor of the show. They just said it had to have some educational content. So they just slapped it on an unrelated segment at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I also know...
Hell, kids are getting kidnapped and everyone's missing, and their brains are stolen. And I think the coach is trying to take over the world with psychically armed death tanks.
Well, now, you see what happens when you go to Pocket
Yes,
Force?
that show featured Furret's first animation crush ever. Sailor Venus.
Wrangling these leaves.
I'm Facebook friends with
Waifu Zero, as she's now known.
I'm Facebook friends with the Deke Dub voice actress of Sailor Jupiter.
I don't think anyone's ever done the
I was about to say, if you were about to say Sailor Venus, you and I were going to be talking.
Nope, but Sailor Jupiter, which is Kier's big anime crush. Specifically, that dub voice actress is Sailor Jupiter.
Nice.
He likes Amanda Miller's Sailor Jupiter, but it's not the one that he grew up with, so he doesn't have that, you know, that nostalgic attachment to it. Also because that was a much more tomboy sounding Sailor Jupiter. The reason I'm Facebook friends with her is she also voiced Mega Man in Mega Man Legends 2.
Oh, nice.
Also, I found out something recently about the whole, last season of Sailor Moon not being dubbed into English. Everyone thought it was because, or like the story that went around was, it's because it featured, sailors, the sailor stars that, turned from, man to woman. That was not actually the reason. The reason was Toei knew how popular Sailor Moon was getting in America and started charging exorbitant amounts for future dubbing licenses that DeK wasn't willing to foot the bill for.
Understandable.
Yeah.
For once, I'm actually on DeK's side.
I mean, whenever Toei's involved, they're usually in the wrong from what I've seen.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Speaking from experience.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That felt good. Congratulations. Now
It's also the anime that made a lot of people like suspicious. Like it was one of the first instances of
they're cousins.
Yeah, I was about to say it was one of the first instances of people getting suspicious on how you're editing things, kind of deal, because of the whole "they're just cousins" thing.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
bro. I'm
I
a
get
10-year-old.
I get that, like, in the 90s especially, people were very anti-LGBT, even acknowledging their existence directly, in media as anything but a joke. But, like,
yeah,
making them cousins and still having them interact like that is a worse implication than them being lesbian lovers.
Exactly.
Because now they're lesbian lovers who are also cousins.
Exactly. And like I said, like I was like a 10, 12-year-old boy at the time, and even I was like, nah.
Wait, you were a boy at one point, Furt?
I mean, he's a boy for it.
What is being implied here?
That you were human once?
I mean, you don't have to be human to be a boy.
enough.
To be a boy or a girl. I'm not human, and I can be a boy or a girl.
I mean,
actually, I wouldn't say boy or girl. Look at me.
you're-
Look at me. Do I look like a girl or do I look like a woman? Answer is I sound like a man, but
yeah.
And you're a bomb, and you're an asshole. So.
Yeah, well, I could easily be an Eldritch being trapped in a bomb. You don't know.
But are you?
Maybe. Maybe not. See, if I'm gonna have a pass, I prefer it to be multiple choice.
and I suck at multiple choice. I always feel stressed whenever I have to do multiple choice, because it usually boils down to like two answers that both sound correct enough, and I don't know what to choose. So I just kind of choose at random between the two.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a test on this? Because I didn't study.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not.
But yeah, so one of the voice actors from the DeK Sailor Moon dub, the one who voiced, in proper terminology, he's called Umino, but in the DeK dub, he was called Melvin. He was also the voice director for that dub, wrote a book about working on the Sailor Moon DeK dub, and dispels a lot of rumors about it, and also confirms a lot of rumors about it, apparently. And also just generally talks about what working on an anime dub in the 90s for a studio with a shoestring budget was like. Because this was DeK. They weren't known for... Like, their most popular property of all time was Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah.
And their shows were known to be produced on the cheap. Not as cheap as some others, but still pretty cheap.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog, like the Sonic the Hedgehog shows that they did, you know, they weren't exactly, you know, the highest quality animation.
Sat AM had better animation than Adventures did, I will say that. Although Adventures did have much more interesting animation, because they were encouraged to never stay on model.
Yeah. I mean, because Adventures was meant to be for, like, you know, the younger crowd.
Let's be real, Adventures was just the best Looney Tunes cartoon to not have the Looney Tunes name attached to it.
Yeah, I can see that, honestly. I can see that.
They did cite Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner as a direct inspiration.
I am not surprised.
And also Ren and Stimpy, but that's a different thing entirely.
Yeah.
Because everyone was trying to copy Ren and Stimpy at the time, because it was such a surprising success that nobody saw coming.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to think that there was a time where Ren and Stimpy was the golden child of Nickelodeon instead of Rugrats, and after that, Cat Dog, and after that, The Sponge.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, it's funny how it's like, I remember years ago, I was, like, comparing my old, Julian Robotnik voice, to what I can do now, and I'm just like, I wasn't even trying. It's just like so many years later, I just realized, like, yeah, that doesn't sound right. Let me do it again. And somehow I managed to get it on the second try.
Yeah, right. You keep practicing at it, and you eventually hone that skill. My old Long John Baldry Robotnik voice was way different than the one I can do now.
Yeah. And these days, I just, like, when I'm doing, like, my own Eggman cosplay, I do my own, like, the voice I'm mimicking is that from Death Battle. So, of all things, I'm mimicking the one from Death Battle.
We're going to look at our entire list of scavenger hunt items. Now that's complete. Read all their jokey descriptions. And, then we're going to save and call it a night, because I've had a long couple days being trapped at my mom's.
Yeah.
And also didn't get very good sleep. I never do when I'm over there. She keeps it too hot, because she gets cold easily.
Well, tell her to stop getting too cold easily.
I do. She doesn't listen. Anyway, golden acorn. Adult squirrels will often coat a regular acorn with a mucilaginous secretion.
These are big people words.
Yes, it is. I realized there's a G in there that I never saw before. That gives it a shiny golden coat. This sparkly trinket is used to attract possible mates. Warning, do not eat. So it's not gold because it's gold-plated. Or, like, made out of solid gold. It's gold because a squirrel pissed on it.
Hey, Fur, why'd you go eat it?
Why don't you go lick it?
You first.
Dinosaur bone. Enormous, carnivorous, and psychically mutated. One thing for sure you can say about the valley's prehistoric inhabitants, we are glad they're dead. Nobody wants to see levitating velociraptors. Scary! Jurassic World, there's her next movie idea. Levitating velociraptors.
I'd rather Jurassic World not make another movie.
Diver's helmet. Thick helmets like these have been used to protect those who dive in Lake Oblongata, not from the increase in water pressure, but from the hideous creature that is rumored to live in the lake, but is of course just an old legend.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, but it does imply that it was a legend before Linda existed.
Yep.
Eagle Claw. Eagle Claw soup is surprisingly tangy and promotes the growth of strong fingernails. Condor egg.
Gross.
The rare and beautiful condor egg. Condors were once plentiful in this valley, but their numbers have been decimated by modern hazards such as power lines, telekinetic grizzly bears, and poachers stealing the eggs out of their nests. The joke is we stole it out of the nest.
Yes.
We are the poacher. Fossil. Bringing day-old chicken pot pie from the cafeteria doesn't count. I've been fooled twice already, but from now on you kids better have the real McCoy. Glass eye, which is the one we just got. I am always losing mine around camp. If you find one, please don't scratch it because I'm running out of spares. Gold doubloon. What were Spanish explorers doing in this valley 200 years ago? How did they get their boats over the hills and into Lake Oblongata, which at that time did not even exist? Why did they leave their doubloons here? And why has no person found this one even though it has been floating in midair all this time? These are just some of the unanswered riddles held within this mysterious coin. Fertility idol. Wasps love fertility idols. Everyone knows it. No one knows why, but it must work because look at how many of them there are. Miner's skull. In the early days of the Titanium Rush, prospectors and miners came from all over to hunt the mysterious Whispering Rock, so plentiful in this valley. Some were killed in mining accidents, some in claim disputes, but many were simply driven mad by the powerful mineral, and wandered off into the mines, never to be seen again, except for their creepy, bearded heads.
God.
Cherry wood pipe. This style of pipe was common among more fashion-conscious loggers in the early part of this century, until a high frequency of logger-initiated forest fires led to a mandatory, industry-wide switch to chewing tobacco and later bark-flavored chewing gum.
Ugh. Yummy.
Which implies that's not they weren't smoking with the pipes, they just liked the taste of the wood. Pirate scope. Telescopes like this were once popular among area pirates until they learned that they could see farther by using clairvoyance on bird feathers. Which is an actual mechanic in the game.
Yep.
Psychonauts comic number 1, the thrilling origin issue in which the Psychonauts get their name and design their first costumes. Also introduces the character of Clyde the Cautious Cougar, teaches fire starting safety. Turkey sandwich, possibly the most famous of all poultry-based sandwiches, second only to its more glamorous sister, the chicken salad sandwich. The turkey sandwich holds a special place in the hearts of food lovers everywhere who crave something that's like chicken, but not.
Yeah, no thank you.
Voodoo doll. Years ago, someone thought it would be a fun craft project at camp to make voodoo dolls. We would have fired that teacher had they not ended up in the hospital. If you find one of these dolls, please do not remove and reinsert any of the pins. And finally, gold watch. Time. The enemy of us all. Hold a watch to your ear and listen. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Those are the hoofbeats of the Reaper's pale horse. 8:30, he's at your gate. 3:45, a knock on the door. Unwinding is the mortal coil that drives the gears to tick and toil, until at last it rests unwound, and we lay silent in the ground.
Jesus.
That's deep.
Fuck.
All that for a gold pocket watch.
Good time, sir. I came here to have a good time, sir. Not a bad time.
Now let's look at the brains we collected. We've got Kitty, Chloe, Frankie, JT, Milka, Maloof, and Chops. Still got a lot to go. We still need Bobby, Dogan, especially Dogan.
Right.
Benny, Elka, Quentin, Vernon. We need Vernon so he can tell us more stories.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
He's a storyteller that keeps telling really long fabricated stories. His name is Vernon Tripe.
Yep.
Everything he says is tripe.
Yep.
Just
yeah, their names usually their names sometimes tie into
last name.
Their names sometimes tie into parts of their character or some sort of joke. Like Benny's nickname, you know, the guy with no nose and huge ears. His nickname is the Nose. Crystal Flowers Snagrash and her cheerleading partner, Clem Foot, Nils Lutefisk, Maloof Canola, Mikhail Bulgakov, Phoebe Love, Elton Fur. We got Chops, so we still got a lot to go, but most of those are further up in the asylum, which we can't get to yet, but we probably will within the next stream or so of this game.
Yes.
Nice.
And we can also rewatch any of the cutscenes, as well as when we get 100%, this is where we'll view the secret cutscene that you get for 100% completion.
Nice.
So let's make sure we save here at Thorny Tower's home for the Disturbed. And then we'll bring up the throne room, go back to the chatting screen, and see who we're gonna raid tonight.
Let's see.
Raid me. Raid me harder.
Raid me harder.
Let's see if I got the points to do it, because I actually have an idea. Oh.
What have I told you about having ideas?
Shut up for it. I'm actually...
He's having one of those things, like a headache with pictures.
An idea?
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have the points?
I'm putting... Yeah, I do have the points, and I'm putting it in. I'm just double-checking to make sure he's still going.
Okay, put it in at a decent... like, not too slow, but, you know, still kind of slow. You don't want to cause any irritation. You set yourself up for that one. I hope you know that.
Well, you know, there's the raid.
All right, Bob After Dark plays, doing something retro. Oh, playing playing Ghostbusters for the Sega Genesis, it seems.
And Bob After
Oh,
Dark
it's a ROM hack that adds Winston. That adds Winston as a playable character, because for some reason he's always left out of these old school Ghostbusters games.
But yes, but another thing about Bob After Dark is that he actually is amongst my... he's actually among the guild for Extra Life Chicago.
Oh, nice.
So, yay.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to JKR and Furret for co-hosting with me tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Spidey Saturdays. Go give Bob After Dark my warmest welcomes. And until then, pleasant dreams.
Well, the boys have called us. We hope you like our show. I know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Please allow us to fuck off.
Good night, everybody.